So obviously how I ended that video, you probably realized that I forgot some materials and I forgot some tools. It's been a while since I've taught this particular lesson. So you should have a small bucket of water at your table. A pencil, a sharpened pencil would be nice, and I have some clay pencils. You'll see clay all over them. They're specific for working with clay. I don't use them for anything else except for clay. So look for the bin of clay pencils that I have. And then the other thing that will also work well is a paper clip that has been kind of extended. This becomes your handle, and this becomes the piece you might draw with. So I'm going to add my eyes here, and when we attach, if I were just to attach like this, it would fall off. There's nothing holding it together, so we need to make sure that it's going to be held together. So I'm going to score here. I'm going to scratching up that surface, and I want you to notice how when I'm scratching that surface, it's really quite rough, okay? Kind of making it like a bird's nest, kind of a complex tic-tac-toe. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Now when I'm scratching, I'm not digging all the way down. You don't want to dig through the mask. Once I've scratched where that eye is going to go, I am going to take a paintbrush, which I just had here a moment ago, and I don't know where it went. So I'm going to go ahead and just use my finger. I could have swore I had a paintbrush that I just took out, but I don't have it. So I'm just going to use my finger here, and I'm just going to dot a little bit of water, right, like that, onto the little eyeball, and then I'm going to put the two together. What that does, by scoring, it creates these little fingers. If we don't score, we get this. There's no way this is going to attach. Even if we scored one side and we tried to attach, there's nothing over here for it to grab onto. So by scoring both sides and then adding water, the water acts as glue, and we put these together, they're going to grab and they're going to attach. Much less likely that this is going to fall off. So I'm going to do that here, and I'm also going to do that over here. I like using the pencil. The pencil is one of my actual favorite clay tools. I think it's so versatile. You'll be seeing me use it a lot here. And again, I'm just going to take my finger, just dot. If you have a paintbrush, use a paintbrush. Okay. Now you'll notice that this eye is bigger than this eye. It's a mask. It can be fun. If you want to exaggerate one eye, make one eye really big and one really small, you can do that. I'm not going to worry about that for this purpose. Now to add the eyebrows, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to use a slightly different technique. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a piece of clay, and I'm going to roll kind of a thicker coil here, and then I'm going to pinch, and I'm going to make something that kind of looks like an ear. So this kind of looks like this would be an ear, but I'm actually going to use this for an eyebrow. And then I'm going to take another piece of clay, smaller, and I'm going to roll this into a coil. I'm going to use these. I'm not going to score and slip. I'm going to attach these a slightly different way. I am going to use this as the bottom eyelid. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to place this right up against the eye here, and I'm going to place this right up against the eye here. Okay. Now that I have that, I can then use my finger, use the edge of my finger, and I'm just going to grab clay from the top, and I'm going to move it down. I can use the side of my pencil to do this, but you're going to notice that this is kind of looking a little bit more like that eyelid, or the bottom eyelid. This is going to be the top. So this is going to come down, and this might be a little bit too big. So this is going to come down, and this is going to round like this. And there's the top eyelid. And then I'm going to blend coming down. Hello, how are you? My wonderful custodian just came in to clean my room, and I am going to pause here.